Thank you, Scott. Tonight, a shakeup in Nassau County government. Its lead attorney is now resigning amid a 5-year legal fight that involved destroying public records. Michael Mullin, who has served as the county attorney for over 31 years, will retire at the end of the month. It's part of a deal worked out with the state attorney's office to avoid prosecution. News4JAX reporter Jim Piggott joins us live from Nassau County government offices. Jim, what type of records are we talking about here?
Well, actually, what we're talking about are text messages that were sent from the Board of County Commissioners to staff members. Those records should have been preserved. If you've ever driven into Nassau County off of I-95, you've probably seen this huge development, Wildlight. It led to this investigation where the developer, the Ryanair company, complained that it was not getting legally requested records, primarily text messages between commissioners about the land deal, which are public. In a state attorney's report released today, it said that this man, County Attorney Michael Mullin, was behind those messages not being saved and eventually deleted. In the report today, it says Mullin not only committed public record violation as a public officer, but did so knowingly by failure to preserve text messages, failing to truthfully and timely respond to public records requests, and by allowing the deletion of text messages. The report also lists Mullin's defense of those actions. It says Mullin claims that neither he nor other county commissioners intentionally deleted the text messages. Mullin claims that he discovered that he had unknowingly set his phone to automatically delete his text messages after 30 days. The state attorney's office findings in the report says that's not acceptable. It says the evidence supports that Mullins committed criminal violations of Florida's public records law. To avoid litigation in the criminal courts, the state of Florida has agreed to forego the initiation of formal prosecution and resolve the matter as follows. Mullins will resign as county attorney effective March 31st. Mullins did that by submitting this letter of resignation. It says he plans to retire at the end of the month, and it lists accomplishments of the office. It doesn't say anything about the investigation. We reached out to all of the county commissioners today. One member who spoke to us by phone, Clint Farmer, had praise for Mullin.
Mr. Mullin has done a fantastic job, in my opinion. He had high regards and high marks in his appraisals. That was all read in the open meeting. It's all open public record. I think that the citizens were well served by Mr. Mullin in his 31 years of service.
But Ryanair, the company whose public records request led to the investigation, paints a totally different picture with its statement today. Instead of taking simple steps to mitigate the issue, the county ignored them and instead gave Mullin more control over county affairs, doubling his salary in the process. Ryanair is disappointed that the county failed to act on their own to remove a clearly compromised county attorney. Ryanair continues to look for ways to move past this dark episode for the greater benefit of the citizens of Nassau County. You know, of course, I've tried talking to Mullins today, but he was in his office here but wouldn't talk to us. They did issue a statement this afternoon. Let me read it to you. He says, "I have reviewed the state attorney's statement released today, and with all due respect, I strongly disagree with those findings. The messages, which are the subject of civil suits, were turned over to the requesters beginning in January of 2019 and also provided to the state attorney's office in March of 2019. Now, Mullin says he did institute some changes here that are ways that they can keep text messages now. Those have been in place, he says, for some time. But again, he was here today and we wanted to talk to him, but he's not talked to us, at least on camera. For now, we're live in Nassau County. Jim Piggott, Channel 4, the local station.